Hello everyone, today we are going to create this beautiful music player application. It contains all the features that a music player application has. We can play the music, we can pause the music, we can play the next music, we can play the previous music, and you can add how many music that you want. It's your choice, so you don't need to worry about it. We also have a feature when we pause the button, we get the previous color, and if we play the button, then we get the random color. See? New color, previous color, new color, previous color. So let's implement this project. Then press shift and click right, open terminal, and then you need to type code space dot. Go to the extensions tab and download Live Server extension. Just type Live Server and install this extension. After doing so, create a HTML file named index.html. After that, press on the Go Live button. As you can see, our browser has been opened. Now the first thing we need to do is to create a skeleton of our music player application. Here we need to type music player. After that, we have a container. And in our container we have music box. And after that we have a heading which is music player. Below that we have a paragraph that is going to be our title. After that we have image box which contains our image, and here you need to type our controller that contains our control like play, pause, etc. Also we need a sequence, so here also create a div that is going to be C container. In our C container we have C-info which contains two span. One is going to be 00 and another one is also going to be 00. After that we have C box, and in our C box we have our seek bar. Don't worry if you are not understanding it. When we apply the CSS, you will be able to understand why we are getting these type of divs. After that, let's use font awesome for our icons. Type font awesome CDN here. Then click on this link, open it, copy the CDN, paste it here. After that, you can use the font awesome library for our icons. The next step is search font awesome here. Type font awesome and click on the first link. Here, click on that further link, then search. Here you need to search the previous. Click on it, copy and paste it in our controllers. Similarly, do the same for our play, pause or next button. Copy them, paste them. Again for pause. Copy them, paste them. And again for our next. After doing these things, our skeleton has been prepared. Now let's add an image. Type music or anything that you like. We're just attaching the random image here, so you need not to be worried. I like this image, so I just copy image link and paste it here. As you can see, our music really looks like this right now. Type style here, type star, and you can also just say asterisk. Here we have margin that is going to be 0. Similarly for padding, and similarly for box sizing for the box. After that, we have body, which contains the background color, and our background color is going to be dark blue. No, it's not looks good, so let's try that and change it a little bit. Or we can say that yeah, much better. After that, we need to apply properties to our containers. Our container is going to be flex, gesture content is going to be center, and our line item is also going to be center, and the height of the container is going to be 100 vh, so it contains the full height of the browser. After that, just fix the image, type dot image box arrow, then we have image, and the height of the image is going to be 200 pixel, and the width of the image is also going to be 200 pixel, and border radius of our image is going to be 50%. After that, type img box and also apply flex here. This content is also going to be centered here, so our circle lies in the center, and our text color is going to be white, so type white here. Yeah, much better. After that, let's change the image. I did not like the image, so let's add the image of Peaky Blinder. That's much like it. Copy and like, go to the image, scroll here, and apply that image. It somewhat looks better. Also, background color is not very good, so let's change it. Click on it. Let's change the background color to darker shade. Yeah, it's okay. So now let's apply the properties to our music box. Our music box contains the following properties like the box shadow, which is going to be 0 pixel, 5 pixel, 10 pixel, 2 pixel, black. Let's see what will happen. and add the padding of 10 pixels. What will happen if I try to? Yeah, it looks much better. Also apply the padding of 20 pixels. Let's add the border radius, which is going to be 20 pixels, and see what will happen. Okay, much better. And let's apply the font global heading. Our font size is going to be Siram. Okay, and our paragraph and icon is going to be Puram. Text line is going to be center. Similarly apply for paragraph and icon. After that, as you can see, our image box is now centered, so let's make it center. Justify content, not justify item. As you can see, we have our image centered now. Now let's change the background color. Background color is going to be, let's apply this. Yeah, much better. Now we need to do is to apply a sequence. In order to use sequence, just type the class here. Let me check the class. Our class is sequence. Let's apply the properties to sequence first. Display, let's justify content, space between. Okay, it looks good. And now type sequence, and in our sequence we have a height of 3 pixels. Background color is going to be white, so we are able to see it. And our border radius is going to be 5 pixels. After that, let's apply properties towards sequence, and the height of our sequence is going to be 3 pixels. Same to the sequence, and background color is going to be changed. That is going to be purple, and the width is going to be 20 pixels. Much better. And also apply the border radius, which is going to be 5 pixels. Let's try to increase the width 5 pixels. Similarly for our height 5 pixels. It's okay. Now let's fix our buttons. Type controller here, and in our controller type display text. Justify content is going to be center. No, it's going to be space rounds. Sorry, my bad. Yeah, much better. And now let's move this pause button for a while. In order to do that, type style here, and type display none. After that, let's apply HR here. In order to do that, type HR. After that, let's give some margin. HR contains the margin bottom of 1 line, and our sequence containers. Has a marching bottom of 1 line. Much better. Now we successfully created our UI. So our next part is going to be use the JavaScript for our music player application. You need two files. You can either download it from my GitHub repository, or you can use your own music or images that you want to render. I'm just going to use these, so I'm just copying and pasting there. As you can see, I had two musics and I had two images corresponding to these musics. Now let's work on our JavaScript. First, we need some of the references. Here, type ID is going to be title that we are going to be used in our JavaScript. Here we have the image, and after that, here we have our current duration. And here we have our total time or total duration. Here we have our slider. And for our buttons, we're going to have an ID. Now it's going to be click on click, because we have some methods which are going to play the music, pause the music, and also for next and previous. Here type previous track. Do the same for the rest. Here play. Here pause, and here next. Apply the ID for play track or pause track, because we need to change them according to our music. So here type play, and here you need to type pause. After doing that, the next thing you need to do is to create the JavaScript. Here type script tag, and let's specify the variables that are required. Type let. The first variable is going to be our title. Type document.get element by ID, and here we have a title. Similarly for our image, copy paste image and type image here. After that, we have a slider, so type let slider. Is going to be document.get element by ID, and here we have a slider. Similarly for our current duration, and our total duration. After that, let's specify the play or the pause button. Similarly for pause. Now let's create the list that is going to be our checklist, which contains our music. Type title, and our first title is going to be epic. and our image is going to be /artwork slash fabric.jpg, and our music part is going to be /music slash fabric.mpc, and for the next one we have once again and image location is going to be artwork slash once again slash wpp, I guess. Let me check. wpp. Okay, webp. Yeah, so now let's apply the path, and path is going to be music slash once again slash dot mpc. Now we specify the checklist. If you want to add the more music, you can do the same by doing that. Now let's apply some of the variables that we are going to be using. One variable is going to be our index, and the second variable is going to be our update timer, which is going to be update our sequence. And here we also have some another variable that is going to be playing, which is going to be false because currently we are not playing the music. And after that we need our track, that is going to be document.createElement. Our audio tag is going to be here. After that we need some of the methods. The first method is going to be or you can say some functions too. Our first function is load track, which takes the index. Here we are going to create the intervals of our update timer. And here we have a result method which we are going to be making after creating that method or function. Now the functionality of reset track is going to be that whenever we click on the next button, then the values of this current station or the next station is going to be 00. After that, let's specify the title dot text content is going to be checklist index dot title. Similarly for image dot source is going to be checklist or index dot. Now here we need to type the image. After that, let's specify the source of the track. Here we need to specify the path. So here just type track list, then type index and type dot path. After that, let's load this track so we will play it. After loading that track, now we need to add a listener. So type track dot listener add event listener. That is going to be under. Here we are saying that when our music is going to be under, we want the next music to be played. This method is going to be applied after creating that method, so don't worry. Here also we have update timer, which is going to be set interval, where we update our seeker or update slider. Let's type update slider. It looks better. After every second. Now let's specify our gset stack. It contains translation, and the text content is going to be, you know very well, 00.00. And similarly, our authorization text content is going to be 00.00. After that, we have our slider, and the width of the slider is going to be 0%. Now we created our load stack and reset stack function. From the given code, you can see that we have not created yet the next stack function or the update slider button or function. Let's implement these functions. Here we need to type function, and then update slider at slider position is going to be 0 initially. If is nan, it means that if our stack has a duration, then we are going to apply these changes, and the first change is going to be our slider position is going to be changed, and that is stack dot runtime multiplied by 100 divided by stack dot duration. Here we are just simply cutting the percentage, and you know very well that percentage is t21 divided by 22 multiplied by 100, and that's the formula we are applying here. So there is no rocket science applying here. Just type slider dot style dot width is equal to, is going to be slider position and percentage. Now let's specify these positions. In order to do so, let current minute is going to be stack dot current time divided by 60, and it's going to be int value. So let's apply floor here. Now let's apply current second, which is going to be mat dot floor, then stack dot current time minus current minute multiplied by 60. So we get the seconds instead of minutes. Now just copy these lines and paste it again. And change them to total minute and total second, which is going to go second one, test one. Here type total minute and here type total second. And in place of current minute, we have total minute right now. So type total minute. After that, now you want the thing is that if our time is like 2.3, then we want that our time is going to seem like that 02 or CC. I will explain it later on. So just type what I am typing right now. If our current minute is going to be less than 10, you will be able to understand these things in my code too, so don't need to be worried about it. Our current minute is going to be 0 plus current minute. Same thing for our current second. There is no rocket science here, so you can easily understand what I am typing right now. If total minute is less than 10, then we want one more 0 ahead, that's the meaning. So type here 0 plus total minute. Now apply total second less than 10, then our total second is going to be 0 plus total second. Let me check. We are getting something wrong. Oh, here we need to type if not id. Now let's change these things. That is our current duration and total duration. Current duration is going to be current minute, current second, and now our total duration. Total minute, total second. After doing so, we have successfully implemented our update slider. Now let's implement our play, pause or next or previous button. Here just type function previous stack, and in our previous stack, if our index is going to be less than 0, no, it's going to be greater than 0, so we want our index to be minus minus, as we want our index is going to be stack list dot length -1, and after that we want to play the music, and in order to do that, type load stack with current index, and after that type play stack, and this matter is going to be greater right now, so you don't need to be worried about it. Let's just create the next stack. It's going to be similar. Type next here, and in case of that, type /10 stack length -1, and we're going to be incrementing the index, otherwise our index is going to be 0. It's going to be circular. You will be getting by reading that code, so let's go ahead. Now let's create the function for our play stack. in our play track. We want that our track is going to be played, so type say dot track played. Now this playing is going to be true, and our play display is going to be none because we want to show our pause button instead of play button when we play the music. For our pause button, we have a block. Let's apply for our pause button. Pause is playing, it is going to be false, and just interchange these lines block and none, and you are good to go. Now let's implement the logic for our background changing randomly. Here you need to create a method, and that is going to be random color. Let that is going to be matplotlfloor, matplotrandom, multiply by our range, that is going to be 256. Similarly for our green and blue, because we are implementing the RGB color here. Now let's write document dot body dot style dot background color is equal to RGB that green, blue, save it, and apply the random method here, random color, and here we are going to change this to our previous color, so type document dot body dot style dot background color and change this to darker shade, I guess. Let me check. Let's copy and paste it because I'm not going to remember this name. After that, type dot stack and then type index paste. Let's check it out. For our next is play the next music, and for our previous is play the previous music. We need to adjust this. Here we need to type the duration, not the current time. Sorry, my bad. Now, if you can see, we have a timer right now, and let's make this image circular or rotatable. In order to do so, go upward in our style and apply keyframe. which is going to be rotate. Here, type from, translate, transform, rotate 0 degree to 360 degree, because we want the rotation to be 360 degree. Now let's apply it. Also we want that when we go to the play or next or previous button, our button is shown clickable. In order to implement the clickable buttons, we just need to implement or type just one line, that is icon is going to be cursor pointer. Now as you can see, when I go to our icons, it's clickable. Now let's apply the animation to our images. Here type animate, and then you need to type the keyframe that we just created, and here type second linear. Now as you can see, our image is rotating right now, and here if we type infinite, it's going to be rotating infinitely. If we play it, we will play the music, we can play the next music, and our bar is growing along with our music. We can play our previous music, and we can pause the music. So our project is implemented successfully. Congratulations. See you in the next video. Bye.